Alright, is a microphone back? Oh, thank God. Alright, let's... Thank you for your very helpful chats, everyone. I need to add a noise gate. Okay. It is almost set up the way it should be. Give me 1 second. Let's go 5. In fact, let's go filters. Let's see what my compressor is at. Really, I put an output of 10? Okay, let's try 10. Actually, you know what? How does my voice sound, guys? Is it loud enough? Can you guys hear me just fine over the in-game audio? I imagine the in-game audio is pretty low. Alright, sweet. Wow. That took forever to figure out. Everything in my OBS was telling me audio is playing, but I was messing around with a bunch of virtual audio cables, and I guess the combination of all those different things was causing problems. So, I have turned every single one of those off right now, and that is a C-130. That is pretty sick looking. Oh. He does not look like a happy camper, though. That is black smoke. Okay, well, our target is directly ahead. We're going to be hitting things at the air bases, or at the different parts of the airbase, I would say. And we're currently 16 kilometers out.
Bandit, MiG-23 down.
Basically everything around here, there's some stuff off to the right. I don't know what that is. So we'll do our best to work on those. Wow, these technical issues. Well, either way, I'm glad you guys stuck around through all of that, because that was going to be a pain. And I am flying way too high for my own good. Well, actually, you know what? I probably don't have to drop back down. I would have been shot at by now if it was going to be an issue. Old school RuneScape. Actually, you know, I never did, but I do know a lot of people love that game. Wow, this sun is doing wonders. I know a lot of people loved RuneScape. What is with the sun? I can't see anything. Let's, turn up the symbology brightness? No, that's as high as it goes. Well, I guess we're gonna have to live with it. In fact, I think I know how to deal with this. I'm gonna pull off to the right. Well, first, we're gonna get within 10 kilometers. Ideally 9 kilometers. Then we'll slow to a hover and then turn our nose while in a hover so I can actually see what I'm doing. I do not have Reshade installed. I used to use it, but then I was getting too used to like the modified visuals when I could just change the visuals in post. That way I had a bit more control over it. So I just opted to stop using Reshade for the effort of creating like long format content. It just worked out better in the long run, I think. Hopefully SRS isn't too loud for you guys. Because I can just barely hear it, just enough to like discern what people are saying. I just don't know how loud it is on stream. So if anything is too loud, let me know. And I will attempt to make any corrections.
Fixed wing, 11 o'clock, searching.
Fixed wing, 11 o'clock, searching. Okay, we're at 9K. We're going to start slowing down. And there's some bad guys out here to the right, where I'm pointed right now. So I'm going to stop where I'm at.
Fixed wing, 4 o'clock, searching.
While increasing altitude, because we don't have to worry about staying low, since there's no real cap in the area that our cap can't deal with. And there's also no threat of SAM for knocking me out of the sky, so we can take advantage of that and just stay high and at an advantage. The higher we are, the further our missiles could potentially travel, and we have a better look down at our targets. I'm going to keep some forward airspeed just to keep momentum going in a certain direction. I'm pretty sure there's stuff out there. Oh, that is a friendly hind. And stuff out there. So let's start with that stuff. We'll go here, here, there. Select our missiles. We are armed up. Let's change our laser code to something that potentially no one is using. You need to not do that.
Missile, forward left.
Missile forward left. That's probably not for us. Oh, that is way out there. Well, you guys have fun with that. And you know what? Just so we can have some form of a HUD visible to us, we're going to use this. So we're currently flying at 26 knots. Our aircraft keeps wanting to spin to the left, even though I've already trimmed it out. So let's put a little more airspeed on us. We'll step it up to about 30 knots.
Magic 1-1, Uzi 1-3, request picture.
Maybe 40. Don't want to go too fast. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's try that again. Zoom in. Okay, let's see what's out here. So apparently there is something out in this direction. I don't see anything lighting up just yet. What is out there? So we have this that we're looking at. It's saying there's something red out to the right. Oh no. No, it's pretty much right there. Yeah, it's the thing we're looking at. Maybe do this. Yeah, there's nothing there. We might actually be able to take that if we had some logistics dropping
You're
stuff.
headed right towards the big 23 that's actually chasing me right now. If you're able to take him, that would be good because I'm starting to get bingo fuel. I'll try.
Move this over here instead. Oh, I see some stuff over there, that's for sure. But is it alive stuff? That looks like a dead truck. You can hit that tent. It's a dead truck. You know what? Before we do this, let's not fly over a potential enemy threat. And instead we'll divert ourselves off to the left. Hey, what's up, Wynn? Welcome. And yes, this is Grayflag.
Missile, forward.
Missile forward. That looked like maybe a friendly missile. You know what? Let's just work on these targets instead. And yes, it is Grayflag. What? Put that there. Alright, let's see what there is to hit. So we've got a truck here. Probably knock that out. We don't need our missiles for that. Nice, Wynn. Have you actually used it yet, or are you still learning the ropes on it? That truck is dead. Looks like that launcher is dead. Those launchers are dead. This one is not dead. Oh, that's a truck. Let's start with the stuff that's closer, just in case. Nothing there. Grayflag is a server. It is PvE. It's actually a huge, like, I didn't realize how big it was, but yeah, it's like a huge collaboration of players to try and knock out the mission that's spread across multiple, what they call lattices, or areas of operation. And the idea is that if you operate in a certain lattice, then you can say on the radio, hey, I'm, I don't know, 2-1 rifle Lattice Charlie, or something. So that when you fire a missile, other Apaches, for example, in the area, when they get a missile call out, they know not to bother going defensive or flaring or anything. Wow, that is incredibly close. Let me, not get this close when I don't know what's out there. Yo, Vader 1-1, you are loading troops?
Texaco 2-1, Dodge 4-1, request rejoin.
I don't know if Vader's watching the stream, but that is going to be a massive help to capture this airfield. What is going on there? So what I'm doing here is I'm making sure to fly offset and not directly at my target, because I'm a little heavy, so I can't really reliably come to a hover.
Fixed wing. 1 o'clock. Searching.
So as a result, I need to keep my airspeed up so I can, not fall out of the sky. But that also means I can't just sit down and... Why is my aircraft doing that? I also can't just sit down and pick out targets from a single point of reference. Got our couple Hinds moving in. That's a good sign. If they are not being shot at, that means we are pretty safe to fly over.
Direct 2-4, Fox 2.
Then they have these power generators that are just sitting around generating heat. That's kind of throwing me off.
Right. Missile. Right.
Excuse you?
I see your Fox 3. I'm coming up underneath you now.
Missile.
Okay.
Right.
No, Craig and Ola.
8 o'clock. Searching.
Yep, seems to be pretty safe. Don't believe you have too much to worry about. So, if they're already working on this airfield, I think what we can do is we can move on to something else that's further down. Also, I'm pretty sure these two SAM locations are not really an issue anymore. So I'm going to move on to the tech shop and the SAM East. The tech shop should be visible, like right there. Let's see if that has anything.
Report rejoin.
Ooh, wait, they're being shot at. Where are they being shot at from? Because I saw green tracers flying. That these things? No, that's just hits on the ground. So he's firing downward at something? What are you firing at? Saw a green tracer fire coming from... What is that? That's a Hind. They're like coming up from the ground.
Slash 1.
Where is that this guy? What is that? Oh, hey, look at that. There's like a little dude right here. Let's see if we can knock him out. That would make sense. It was like AK fire, I guess. He gets the first target point. Oh, that is nowhere near where I wanted to, Yo, where...
Fixed wing. 11 o'clock.
Okay, so it's on the building to the right of him, so I'll have to remember that when I turn in. Okay, turning it. Let's knock out that AK. That's kind of cool. See the missile going out over there in the distance coming from one of the Hinds, I think.
Missile. Forward.
Forward 9-1.
Yeah, it looks like all those missile callouts are
Searching.
for our friendly units. No! Okay, good. He's mine. 5,000? Ooh, you know what I could do? Can I IAT him? Yes, I can. Can I rocket him? Yes, I can. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. You come to the left. We're technically in range already. We just need to stabilize on him. And assuming there's no wind getting in our way, let's go ahead and come more to the left. A little more. Little more. Come on. Work with me here. And fire. I'm curious if that single rocket is actually going to hit him. Probably not. Let's try that. What the hell was that? She's like running around like crazy. Come on. There we go, that should do it. Oh yeah, that got him. Alright, cool.
Vader 1-1, I'm in a UH-60, I'll be taking the east base at Safe Cloud Standard Square.
Okay. So, we were able to take out one AKA soldier. Yeah, the server limit is at 33, I believe. I think that's the case for all Grayflag servers. Alright, what the heck? This thing is split up into 2 sections? I didn't even know. 3 sections! I didn't even notice that. It's crazy. Yo, hold on. Was that because of this guy? Yes, it was. So, there's different colors that apply to these zones that I've learned. Let's make sure we get into a stable orbit here. There we go. Blue means we've captured the zone. Red means it's currently contested or there is simply no units there, so there may not even be red forces in that zone, but there's definitely no blue forces. Then when it's purplish, like this is kind of a purpley color, that means it is both red and blue units in that zone. Therefore, it's contested. So red doesn't necessarily mean there are enemy forces in that zone, it just means it hasn't been attempted to be captured yet. Come on, Tads. And then let's go... What is going on? Why can't... Oh, right, because I'm still at target 01. There we go. Now I can look over. So supposedly, there could be units still in this zone here, but there's definitely units in the zone back there. So let's focus on the one that's in the back. Of the northernmost base section. Let's turn around for a little bit. And the nice thing about the Apache is because it has an articulating cannon, we don't necessarily have to fly directly at our target in order to hit it. But it does help with accuracy. I don't know how you keep the aircraft so stable. I have the hardest time flying. Just gotta learn how to use the trimmer. Use the trimmer, stabilize, and then release the trimmer. And it should fly by itself. And keep in mind, I'm using attitude hold, so I'm using a hold mode in order to do all of this. It helps immensely, but it can get in the way depending on what you're trying to do at the time. So like right now, I'm looking at the HUD that is on the left screen. I'm just matching the flight path marker with my nose so that I'm flying roughly in one direction that way. And once I'm happy, I'll try to establish an orbit around the base. But for now, what I want to see is stuff that's out in that northern section. And let's see if we can't find any ground forces, like this guy here. This looks like a dead body. Okay, never mind. Like I see all these like little scorch marks on the ground. Oh, that's not a scorch mark. That is a body. Okay, ominous. What was he shooting at? He was getting shot at by something. Is it something here? And I'm also keeping an eye on the box that's at the bottom of my TDAC screen here, because I'm about to reach the limits of my camera, which means I have to start entering an orbit. So I'm going to, without holding the trimmer, I'm going to push the stick to the left and let the attitude hold adjust by itself. And because it's holding that new position now, I can kind of maintain a slight orbit around the airfield. What is that? F-16. We're good. And now I could keep looking. In theory, this should keep me in a good position to keep looking at the target area and try to find some more things to hit, like... Oh, those trucks count! Oh, I thought those supply trucks were stuff we needed to use for the base, but I guess they count as, you know... Oh, and we took the whole airfield. Okay, never mind. I was relatively useless. Alrighty. So next, directly ahead of us is this NOD Tech Shop, as well as the SAM East. So let's take a look at this guy and see if we can find any units there. Move that there. We'll continue this left-hand orbit around the airfield, because I know the airfield is safe now. And we'll use this opportunity to just scope things out here. That's currently 5,000 meters away. A little close, but if anything was going to shoot at us, it would have done so by now, so we should be pretty safe. And I don't believe there's anything for us to worry about here. We might be able to send in some troops to this location. And keep in mind, I'm still orbiting the airfield because of my attitude hold setting. Thanks for the capture, by the way, Ted. Oh, by the way, Ted, you're a huge help. Logistics are the backbone of any campaign like this. Even though all the flashy stuff is flinging missiles and shooting guns, no work actually happens until you get logistics in there. Capture zone north base is not occupied anymore. Oh, nice. Wait, main stronghold. Because we're in Lattice C, I believe. Capture zone north base. Oh, this. Is not occupied. Oh, it's talking about that. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Oh, we are kind of high up. Let's drop down below the clouds. And we'll start holding an orbit around that base. There we go, this should do. And not that great of an orbit because I'm spinning around a little too fast. Okay, that'll work for now. So I don't see anything down there. I've seen people take shots at stuff, but maybe they're using their AI helpers to find stuff. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's a body there. Now the question is it ours or theirs? It looks like theirs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have any units in that area just yet. Nothing is coming up on the FLIR. But I think this might be good to capture. What is that? Is that just scorch marks? Yeah, it's just scorch marks. See a lot of bullets hitting that area. See all of those marks there? Are you swinging back to the north part of the airfield? Okay. Is it because it's gray? Oh, did the troops move to the other locations and didn't stay in the north part to capture it? Is that what happened? If so, that sounds kind of annoying. Okay, so I believe now NOD Tech Shop is good to go. So let's move over to NOD SAM East. We'll dive down. Gotcha. Wow, that's kind of annoying. Can't just tell them to stop where they're at so they can capture it. I'm pretty sure, you know what? I'm not 100% sure that this is actually free and able to be captured. I'm not going to fly over it in case we get shot at. So we'll take this route off to the right. Is that what it wants us to hit? It's like a... That doesn't look very interesting. That looks like a body of water. Oh, that. That's probably what it wants us to hit.
Magic 1113. Request picture.
And of course there's nothing there. There's a whole lot of nothing happening. But what I will do is I'll set a target point there so we can be extra sure. So that's target point 2. Then I could just simply leave myself slave to that, then I can focus on flying. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything really there. Actually, how far away is that? That may not be the right one that I'm looking at. This is 4.5 miles, which is, what is that, 8 kilometers? And how far away is that? Oh, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it.
All points on Charlie are cleared as troops. Both south Sam sites and Sam east. Only troops.
Okay, cool. So it sounds like they're all cleared based on that SRS callout. So let's continue on. See what else we can deal with. It must have been the Hinds that were giving that call out, because they're just now coming back from it. Looks like this is cleared. So NOD SAM South and South 1 and South 2 are probably cleared. NOD SAM East and NOD Tech Shop are all cleared. What is that? Update C, update. Yeah, so once he captured these, I believe that's going to spawn off. This will push the front line further up, and then we can move on to the next set of objectives that haven't spawned yet. For performance reasons, I assume.
You gotta make sure you're like inside where all the buildings are, because I don't think the mortars can move.
Alrighty, well, if that's the case, I'm gonna head on back over to the airfield. We'll land, rearm, refuel, just to make sure we're all topped off. Well, I haven't really used much of anything.
Fixed wing, 11 o'clock.
Oh, gray means there's nothing there at all? Gotcha. So, red means it was red occupied, potentially cleared, but we don't know for sure until we get there. Purple means that it's contested both blue and red. Blue means it's captured, and gray means we went there, found nothing, but then we decided to leave for whatever reason. So I guess one could say, like, you go there, try to capture it, but then your units die, but there's also none of their units, so it's just gray.
12 o'clock, searching.
Well, I'm gonna double check that SAM to the south. Where would that be? Just to be extra. I know that first one is definitely doesn't have anything, but this second one? Not sure. But let's just double check that guy. Where are you? Let's fly off in that direction for now. Avoid the airfield. So this first one, so that's the structures I was looking at earlier, were the roads. If I follow that road, I should eventually run into that NOD SAM South. So there's the structures. Pretty sure those are the structures. If I follow that... Wait, what? No, this is different. Am I looking at this? What am I looking at? No, yeah, that should be it. So there's the curve. In fact, I'm flying directly at it. am I doing? Oh yeah, there it is. So this is the one. That is the number 1, not number 2. Alright, let's just take a look and make extra sure that this is in fact cleared. Store that as target point 3. Now we can focus on flying. Again, avoid flying over buildings, so let's actually go to the right, because there's that set of buildings off to the left.
Searching.
I'd rather not deal with anything there if they happen to exist. And we'll take a peek. There we go. Definitely wreckages and a lot of scorch marks, but doesn't appear to be anything alive, so those are ready for capture as well. Alright, well, there you go. So both these SAM Souths are capturable, as well as the SAM East, and looks like you're... Oh, that's purple! Wait, why is that purple? That means there's something up there. Let's move back over to that tech shop.
Fixed wing.
I thought they were saying it was already taken, or already clear. Put this back to our gunner helmet site. Move that over to there. Alright, supposedly this isn't actually clear yet. Looks like we have a helo trying to scope it out. We'll observe him for the time being. It's going to take a minute to get there. See if he can't find anything to shoot at himself. I bet you anything it's probably like a truck or something that's not going to actually fire back. Yeah, nothing's firing. Oh, he definitely fired at something. There we go, we got it. So we captured NOD Tech Shop. Still these guys that need to be captured. What is that? Update C. I mean update C. Is there stuff over there? Looks like it's out to my direct 3 o'clock, going to 4. Past this water, pretty much in line with it from my current perspective. And that's potentially what we want to look at. So we'll stick that there. Let's see what's out there. There's the water, and then there's the marker that was on these buildings. So let's take a look at that. You know, I need to actually sit down and give the Black Hawk a shot. I did a while back just to see what the air-to-air refueling was like, and that was a lot of fun. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. I need to give it a proper go for like actual logistic stuff. Like make it actually useful in the mission. Plus it wouldn't hurt to make a profile for it. Okay, so people marked this building. Sorry, just before that building. Why did they mark this? Update C. It'll be just past the road. So there's the road. I don't know why they marked this open area. Strange. Hot drops are quite fun in Grayflag. Always fun lying in the terrain to prevent...
Abort rejoin.
Yeah, for sure. Just yesterday, I was having a bunch of just black clouds of death popping off around me because I'm getting shot at by, I'm pretty sure it's the SPAAs, I forget what it stands for. But they were just popping off. A bunch of the explosions were all around me as I was trying to knock them out because their max range is right outside my max range. So I was constantly having to dodge left and right while taking pot shots. So I'd be doing like an S pattern, working my way towards them and firing anytime my nose got pointed in their direction, then just continued on in a turn. So that was a lot of fun. It was definitely was challenging. I'll have to go over like useful helicopter tactics. Ways you can attack an objective that's firing back at you by minimizing the amount of risk you take while still being able to destroy them. Yeah, I don't know why this area was marked. Maybe it's in preparation for the next update. I don't see anything out there. Alright, let's see. So we got NOD Sam North, NOD Tech Shop, we need NOD Sam East. Anything back here? There's this stuff, like this red box. I'm pretty sure that indicates something that needs to be hit. Same thing with these red boxes.
SA6, 9 o'clock. Searching.
SA6, 9 o'clock. That would have been out in this direction. Is there an SA6 out in that direction? Is this something to hit? I could fly over there, but that's a long ways away. That's like 35 nautical miles. Yeah, there's no way. I'm gonna sit here and make you guys watch that. I'm curious what this line is for, though. Alright, sounds good. I'll see you in the area. In the meantime, let's fly back to the base and get ourselves ready for the next mission. We'll rearm, refuel, and then hopefully by then things will have spawned off for the next objective set. Just found the Heinz Wallace RTB. Yeah, for sure. It's so crazy just how capable those Heinz are, because not only can they take on like you know, carry out anti-tank missions, but they also have space for like holding troops. It's kind of nuts. Now I don't know if the CTLD scripts are set up so that they can take advantage of that, but it's still pretty crazy to consider that they are very versatile. Meanwhile, the Apache can only do a bunch of tank busting, right?
1 o'clock. Searching.
Well, tank busting, coin, whatever, but still. Always on a lookout, just in case. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Makes them, in my opinion, even more useful than the Apaches. Let's expand out.
Fixed wing. 12 o'clock. Searching.
So this is Lattice Charlie, right? Lattice Bravo has a lot more stuff. Do we have JTACs out in that direction? That might be interesting. Where is this? This is BT, sorry, 37S, 37S BT. 3 and 1. So where's 3? 3 and 1. So somewhere, really? Somewhere here? 37 SBT. So out in this direction, what the heck? Why would there be a JTAC call out somewhere over here? You sure it's not here? Oh, is it this guy? No, that's A10. Okay. Well, either way. Uh-oh. Either way, we have a new area we're gonna... Oh, hey, there you are. Is that Wynn? Hey, what's up, man? I just happened to pop my head out. Box 3. Uh-oh, don't die. Nice work. We are overspeeding a little bit. Felt that asymmetric lift on the rotor blades. So we will rearm, refuel, and then we'll switch over to Lattice B, or Bravo. Alright, let's go ahead and slow her down. Back, let's get the HUD back on. Got a few fast movers landing as well. Actually, multiple landing at the same time. And come into a nice, stable hover. And bring her down. Look at that. Nice and easy. Oh, that wasn't you? Oh, you're in an Apache. I don't know who that was then. Oh no, they're gone already. I don't know who they were. Whoever that was, nice display. Auto hover makes this nice and easy. Now, the question is why slow down before touchdown? Yes, I will. Back, let's drop the collective more.
8 o'clock. Searching.
And all the way down. Not bad. It's a little dangerous with this mound here, but that's okay. We've landed in the base, so we should be able to rearm refuel. So what I'm going to do, Wynn, is I'm going to head over to Lattice B. So if you want to start heading in that direction, we can meet up. And I'm tempted to not bother with the rockets, because those just add weight, and I'd rather not deal with the extra weight. Yeah, let's do that.
Refueling. Request rearming.
And let's put that trimmer forward, making sure everything is nice and centered again. Move the cyclic to the right. Okay, cool. Trim is reset. What is auto hover and how does one make use of that? So, the way the Apache works is you have hold modes, and it's all controlled by this hat here. So if you notice, oh, there we go, this is a better position. So here you have an R, you have an AT, an AL, and then something down below that I can't get low enough to see, but basically this is a 4-direction hat. Up on this hat is going to be your first trim. So you press and hold that, you move the controls to where you want them to be, and then you let go of that. And it should more or less try to keep you stable for that new desired attitude, altitude, and heading. Attitude hold, which is left on the hat, that will engage your hold mode for attitude hold. Meaning if you are below, I think it's below 10 knots, or is it 5 knots, something like that. If you're below some low number of knots, and then you engage it, and assuming you're trimmed out for that airspeed, it will then attempt to hold you in an auto hover. And then here on the right side is altitude hold. So that will try to stabilize you at whatever altitude you are currently at, provided you have trimmed out your collective to be as close to 0 vertical airspeed as possible. So there's still a lot of manual intervention needed by you, meaning you need to trim out for the desired attitude, altitude, and heading. So attitude controlled by cyclic, altitude controlled by collective, and heading controlled by your pedals. And once you've trimmed out to as close to it as you can, you engage a hold mode in order to then further refine that hold onto that position. So you can get it most of the way there, and then the hold modes, keep it there. Just be aware, the altitude hold I find is very finicky. It does not play nice most of the time, so I tend to not use it. And instead what I opt to do is I change my attitude and heading, and then altitude is governed by my forward and aft cyclic position. Then if I want to refine it further, then I just manually lower the collective up or down if I want to stabilize the VSI. Oh, you didn't hear anything? Stand by. Good call out. Let's find out. Interesting. Go K's. Remove.
Swing, 8 o'clock.
There.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Oh no. Are we not in the... We're in the airfield. Is this ours? Oh, it's a neutral coalition. Dang. What is going on? These are blue, aren't they? Is it because these objectives exist, so it's technically not switching over? Why do we have no units here? No, we do have units here. They're all right here. That's weird. Alright, well, I guess we are going to take off. So before we do that, let's go ahead and set up a waypoint out in this direction. We're going to hit one of these guys. We'll start with Duma. Actually, that's going to be a nightmare to find stuff in. Let's start with the Northeast Highway. So 37 SBT. In fact, well, let's edit our existing waypoints. So I'm going to edit waypoint 2. Point. Edit. Like that. Actually, is it waypoint 2 that I want to edit? Yeah, waypoint 2. No. Waypoint 1 is what I want to edit. Because that's where I'm currently at, and it's not where I RTB. Because it has nothing, apparently. Or rather, I can't use it. Edit. 37S BT.
The Scud base over there. Currently 48 miles out.
And we're looking at 5983. 219. 219. Enter. 2104. 214. Enter. So that's where we're going to go next. Actually, first, let's head over back to where we spawned and RTB there, so we can rearm refuel there, and then we'll head over to that point. All right, cool. That's the plan. Thank you very much for calling that out. I would not have noticed, and we've been sitting here forever. All right, let's get out of here.
Enemy convoy is in Damascus. I'm about to mark it on the map. It's east of Meze.
Damascus. Is that near me? Enemy convoy near Damascus, east of Meze, is what I heard. We could do something about it because we do still have weapons. Oh shit! What the hell was that? What the hell?
Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM high.
Excuse you?
Rotor RPM high.
Well, that would explain why we haven't captured the airfield. Did those just spawn?
Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM high.
Okay. Well, let's make some magic happen. Is that the airfield we're at? Damascus? No. What is shooting at me? Alright, well, just like that, we're suddenly in a bunch of action. So let's try to make some, things go boom here. What the hell shot at me? Alright, so we still got our hold modes. That's good. Let's go to TAD site select. Get our gunner helmet sight. Believe it was in that direction. Keep hold mode engaged in a safe orbit from the target area. Now let's see what the hell is out there. What the hell shot at me?
Sam, 6 o'clock, searching.
Has to be in that northern area, right?
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock, searching.
Like among the trees, maybe? Hold mode is engaged. I just realized I didn't turn it on. Not those. There she is. That's one. That is nuts. How did we not see that? Uh-huh. I don't know if that's the only thing that shot at me. But it is now dead. Let's see if there's more. What is that? Oh my god, they're everywhere. I guess they either just spawned in or they just rolled in on a convoy? Is that what they were just talking about? Nah, they may not have hit. Let's turn back. In fact, let me do this. And then store target 05. Should be good enough for now. And we'll get a little bit of distance on them now that we can see our targets. Because we're kind of cutting a little close there. Freaking got jumped on by these trucks, man. On the bright side, once we clear these guys out, we should be able to rearm refuel. But it's kind of nuts that we didn't see those. So it must have been a convoy. There we go. There she is. Continue rolling around. Waiting for a capture. There it is. And unfortunately, because we took damage, we cannot reliably get into a hover anymore. Our engine is just too weak. That might miss. Oh, never mind. Because I stopped lasing for whatever reason. And yeah, I'm shooting at technicals with Hellfires. I do not want to risk it if I don't have to. Plus, once we capture this airfield... Okay, helicopter, what are you doing? Once we capture this airfield, I can easily rearm refuel. There's no point in taking a risk if you don't have to. These are water tanks. Is this still contested? It is. Wow, it's red. It's just straight up red. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Alright, let's head over in this direction. Slave back over. And if you can see there on the bottom left screen, my torque is at 93%. I am kind of at the edge of pushing it. Okay, what is this? Water towers. Destroyed trucks. Other stuff. Nothing. Nothing. I almost think they arrived from the northern part of the base. Like there might be an entrance over on that side. Like somewhere up here, right? Let's set a store point here so we can refer back to that. Perfect. And we'll whip back around.
Fixed wing. Rotor RPM 5. Searching. Rotor RPM 5. Rotor RPM 5.
Yes, I know.
Rotor RPM 5.
Okay. Should give us more time to work with. Yeah. What is that? Nothing. Nothing. More stuff over here.
Vader 1-1 en route to capture Nord-Sam South. Number 1.
Thank you, Vader. Those are our troops just standing idly.
Vader 1-1, Chase 1-1, are you able to take Sam East? We're headed to Sam South 1 and 2.
Hey, for me, I can redirect.
Oh, no, thank you.
Are those units I need to hit? I don't think so. I think those are just airfield assets. What's that? Same guys? Yep, same guys. Or not the same guys, but a different set of... How many sets of units do we have first? We've got... these guys up here, these guys over here, and then 2 more on the left. So I need to look at this entrance and focus on this section here. So where is that entrance? That entrance is over here. But let's focus on stuff out in this direction. Alright, Wynn. So keep an eye out for anything in the northern part of the airfield. I believe if there are units still, they would be in that area. And considering the airfield is, for whatever reason, registering as red, there probably is something out there. This one I already killed. Oh. Oh, there's one right there. Alright, so if you want to take this one, you've got laser code 4711 Foxtrot laser code. I'm already lasing. Feel free to rifle if you're ready.
Convoy inside Duma in Damascus, by the way.
Fixed wing. 1 o'clock. Searching.
Missile out. That must be the Apache. Good kill. Very nice. If there's anything else out in that direction. What's that? That's a carcass. This is now no coalition. That's a good sign. Now, I would like it to be blue coalition, so I can rearm refuel. So if it's no coalition, I wonder if that's different from being neutral. Switch back over to IR. What's this? Looks like those are friendly M249 guys, or M4 guys, or whatever they're called. So let's start working our way back. We're at 67 knots. Sorry, 57 knots, now 60. Hey, there you are, Wynn. I assume you didn't find anything else? Nothing there. What's that? Just boxes. Nothing there. What is that? Dead truck.
Fixed wing. 9 o'clock. Searching.
I don't think there's anything else out there. I mean, I said that last time. I mean, I could just try to fly an orbit, and if anything takes a shot at me, I'll just evade. But we do have to keep an eye out. Let's switch to gunner helmet sight, clear, max zoom level, and slave. And what we'll do is we'll fly a casual orbit and keep an eye out, and if anything starts shooting at us, We'll mark it, or take note of where it's at, and then dip down and get to a safe distance. Yeah, so far I'm seeing nothing. Watch, I'm like flying over one of those trucks right now. In fact, no, those still look like they're dead. That's good. I'm seeing nothing. How you doing back there, Wynn?
Fixed wing, 11 o'clock. Searching.
I wonder if there's more among these structures here, because that's where the last one was at. Oh, I just saw a truck there. Let's turn around. There might, so where we killed the last truck, there might be something else there.
Please.
Turning back around. And turning in, we might be able to use gun for this one. Because I don't believe it's a like an actual hostile vehicle, but like more like a utility vehicle. Oh no! Sorry to hear that, Ted. Yep, looks like that's one. We'll grab that, get our gun out, and fire. Hopefully those actually hit. And of course not. That's funny. Alright, let's turn in. We'll go head on for this one, since that'll give us the most accurate rounds. Oh, in fact, don't we have rockets? Oh ho ho! I think we got it. Hell yeah. Alright, question is this now ours? Yes, it is! That was the last one! Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and go in for a landing. Wynn, feel free to land. You should be able to rearm refuel. I need to repair. Oh, dude, am I going to be able to... So I haven't had great success with repairs in the Apache. So I don't know if this is actually going to work out well. Thank you, Raven.
Engine 1 overspeed.
Engine 1 overspeed.
Engine 2 overspeed.
Oh.
Engine 1 overspeed.
Uh-oh. I don't like that sound. We're gonna have to slow this down and land pretty soon. Our engines do not like us right now. We might have to do a running landing, and I can't remember if I turned off the brakes.
Engine 2 overspeed. Engine 1 overspeed.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, thank God.
Rotor RPM high.
Yes, I know, I know. Okay, let's turn off these engines. I'll have to go into the back seat. I did turn off the parking brake. That helped. Turn on our rotor brake so this rotor stops spinning so we can get the repair. Hey, what up, Wynn? Don't crash. Ooh, look at that. That's almost perfectly aligned. Alright. Uh-oh. Where'd Wayne go? Alright, cool. So let's get the ground crew on this and request repair.
Copy.
Alright. Cool. Anyways, guys. That was fun. Oh, man. Let's take a look at this. Ah, look at that. Don't crash. Put her down, put her down. There it is. Oh. The server lag doesn't make that look the prettiest. Alright, now while we're waiting for the rearm refuel, let's go ahead and stock back up on fuel and ammo. We'll remove the rockets like I said earlier, because I don't want to have to deal with those and their... Oh my god. Alright, well I guess we're only getting fuel and ammo.
Request rearming.
Hey, what's up front? So apparently they don't have Hellfires, or at least they don't have rockets. Or sorry, they definitely don't have Hellfires. I don't know if they have rockets, but we don't want them anyways. Yeah, they have rockets here, but no Hellfires. Wow, that sucks. Okay, whatever. It's all good. We'll repair here, take off, land at our original base, restock on Hellfires there, and then we'll hit up Lattice B. Unfortunately, I think we only have 30 minutes to get any more work done, because I think the server restarts every 4 hours, and I'm pretty sure that 4-hour mark is coming up in about 30 minutes. So how y'all doing today? Could ask a Herc to do a supply drop. Oh, is that how that works? I actually didn't know that. In that case, let me stop being a social... Or let me start being social and actually talk to people on this channel.
Rearming complete.
And what airfield are we at? Bicol? Is that how you pronounce that? Bicol, which is at the main stronghold. NOD main stronghold. Tutor 1-1 in Apache at NOD main stronghold. Is there any Hercs available for a ammo drop?
Station calling for a Herc, spare 2-2 is up in a Herc at the moment.
Thank you to Viper22. Are you able to drop ammo crates of some kind to the NOD main stronghold airfield called Sekal? This is at Lattice Charlie.
Check, Lattice Charlie, wait one.
Oh, and we're all repaired. Look at that. Oof. That was a rough drop.
069er. See you at 10.
On.
is going to be a little bit of a wait for you at the moment. I'm mid-transport heading over to Cal. Probably looking at least a 25-30 minute wait.
Tutor 1 copies. If that's the case, don't worry about it. I will just head over to another airfield to rearm refuel.
T2, roger.
Thank you very much. Alrighty, so we will not be doing that. Instead, we'll just head over to our original airfield and rearm refuel there. Yeah, if it's gonna take that long, I might as well just take off and do it myself. I mean, I need to head off in that direction anyways. Why did you deedle? Oh, turn that rotor brake off. There we go. Rectifier 2 fail, generator 2 fail. I'm pretty sure these will go away once my engines start. However, this torque value does not inspire confidence if my NG is at 68.2% already. Hopefully that comes up. Well, here's hoping that's just a visual problem and not an actual problem. But yeah, this is the issue I tend to run into whenever I need to repair the Apache, is this torque percentage does not update correctly. And I don't know if it's like an actual problem that I need to figure out how to resolve, or if it's like a bug with repairing the Apache. So like right now, both my engines are basically started, but these PSI and oil values and the torque percentage, they're nowhere near where they're supposed to be. And I'm not sure if there's a way to change that. Like maybe there's something util page that I need to hit to reset something. Light page, fuel page, performance page? Max performance, current performance, engine. It's just the history. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, let's just see what happens, I guess. Put that up to fly. Oh, there's the torque. That's spiked up at least. And then bring this guy up. No, those torque values are super low. I might... Oh man, this is going to be rough. Especially when I need to get into a hover and stuff. That's going to be hard to interpret, I think. Oh, no. 20%? Is that about right when you're on the ground? Maybe that is right. Am I going crazy? Actually sounds about... man, I have to pay attention to that stuff. Anyways. Alright, Wynn. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to be taking off soon. We're going to be heading over to the original spawn point, and it's going to be the airfield. We're going to head over to Al Dumair, something like that. I have it set as one of my waypoints. I'm going to fly there, rearm, refuel, and then take off again and start hitting stuff in Lattice Bravo. And hopefully we could get some work in before this server restarts. Oh, yours is at 90%? Okay, great. So, we're good then. That calms my nerves. And hopefully we don't get shot at again before we're out of here. Okay, let's switch back over to our Wizzo seats. Apparently we've got nothing on our pylons, according to this. Oh boy. Okay, fine. I didn't want stuff on my pylons anyways. So we definitely have to rearm refuel at that base. Oh, sorry, did I say Wizzo? CPG. Oh my god, I've been flying too much of the I've been flying too much of the Strike Eagle lately. Tell me you fly the Strike Eagle too much without telling me you fly the Strike Eagle too much. That's funny. Okay, Wynn, let's get out of here. Feel free to just follow me out. If you know where to go, then you could just head on out. Alright. Oh, come on. Get in control. There we go, we're good. Alright, supposedly it's going to take us around, I'm going to guess probably 15 minutes to get there at our, once we're actually at speed. Oh, actually less than 15. Maybe 10 minutes to get there? Back, let's step on the gas a bit. Alright, we're at 85% torque. I should drop a little further as we gain speed. Oh, why is that climbing? All I'm doing here is trying to adjust that flight path marker so that it stays on my destination point, but it's refusing to stay steady for some reason. Behaving a little wonky. Okay, that should be good. But now we're diving, so let's pull that nose up. That should be good enough, I think. Alright, well, whatever. We'll just leave it the way it is. It'll eventually settle itself out. No such thing as too much Strike Eagle? Yeah. It's actually a really good plane. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I mean, kind of sucks. I don't believe there's a trial for it available, but if there is one, I highly recommend giving it a shot. It is a great aircraft. Even if all it has right now is just the basic dumb bombs and laser-guided bombs, it still is actually very fun to fly. Despite being limited. Put our chaff on, util. Okay, that's on. Alright, we're good. Oh my god. Flight path marker, stay still. Right there. That should do. Hell yeah. There we go. Then Wynn is behind us at a safe distance. That's good. Looks like my... Oh, you know what it is? The dead zone on my... Oh man, that explains it. The dead zone on my thumbstick is actually drifting significantly right now. So I'm going to get this into a stable route again, and then I'm going to disconnect my controller and reconnect it. Because I find doing so sometimes fixes a few of the drift-related issues. So here we go, reconnecting. And let's see if that snaps it back to center. Okay, left and right directions is fine now, but the forward position is still a little drifty. But I can work with this. just to show you how bad my drift is right now. It's not the worst or anything, but it's still kind of annoying. If you go to Access Commands and look at my pitch, this is me barely touching the forward direction of my thumbstick, and you can see the white line pulsing on, which means it's detecting an input despite me barely touching it. So you can see here, at rest, it's in the dead zone, like barely in the dead zone. But if I touch barely in the aft direction, that's when it starts going into the actual like center that is programmed for. Ideally, this range, which is the physical spring range of my thumbstick, that should be moved over to the right. But unfortunately, there's no way for me to offset what's being interpreted by the operating system over to the right. So right here is the forward and aft before I start meeting resistance on my thumbstick. If I could find a way to move that over to the right just a little bit, it'd be perfect. But unfortunately, that's stick drift in a nutshell.
Fixed wing, 6 o'clock, searching.
Alrighty. Is this still an Xbox controller or one of the third-party ones? No, this is still just a normal Xbox Series controller, so Xbox Core controller. I would move on to one of the Hall Effect ones if they had a share button, because I can use that. So you know how an Xbox controller has, the usual face buttons, D-pad, sticks, etc. But there's also the start and select button. But on top of the start and select button, in between both of them, on the Series controllers is a third share button. That third share button, when I set up as a modifier, does wonders for extra functionality. I don't need it to like fly the aircraft or anything like that, but that is what allows me to do things like F2, F1, F6, F10 without touching the keyboards. Like this is on my D-pad, but while pressing that extra share button. On top of that, I also use it for SRS communication, so I press that and then hold the right bumper or left bumper, which is my left and right mouse click, to communicate on different radio channels. So like that is intercom. I mean, clearly I don't have anyone in the back seat, but I'd be talking to them right now because I'm holding down the share button and the left bumper. And then of course for the regular radio, I do share button and right bumper. So it's not completely vital to the operation of the aircraft, but it is very useful for situations like this where you want to talk to other people online without having to touch your keyboard. So if third-party controllers with Hall Effect thumbsticks had that extra share button and on top of that are wireless, because that would be a nice additional thing to have, then I'd totally go for it. Yep, 100%. Even just a single extra button on a controller goes a long way. And that share button is really vital for the extra stuff. But with that in mind, I try to design my layouts around effectively a 360 controller, where it only has start, select, and then the normal other buttons, because that's kind of like, in my opinion, the lowest common denominator. If you design a layout that can be used on an Xbox 360 controller, it'll work with basically every other controller that matters these days. So the question about those back paddles, are those additional buttons or are they mirrors, or do they replicate existing face buttons? So like, are the paddles like B1, B2, B3, B4, or are they technically X, Y, A, B, or start and select, or the bumpers, because you have to remap them to the back paddles? Because if it's extra buttons, oh man, I'd absolutely get those. How many hours did it take to master the Apache? I mean, I'm always learning. So to get as good as I am today, well, it depends. When did the Apache come out? Because that's probably how long. It's not necessarily exactly like day for day how long it took, but I've been flying the Apache since it came out. fairly often. So however many times I've flown the Apache is how long I've taken to get to this point. It does take a lot of practice. It is very difficult. But that's all it is you just need to get in some practice and you'll be able to do things like this. Even if you have an Xbox controller, you have a proper HOTAS, whatever. Depends. Games don't recognize additional gamepad buttons, but I have ReWASD and nice. So ReWASD actually registers them as additional buttons. So I guess it kind of like looks at it as a direct input device as opposed to X input. So each individual button press registers as like an actual different button compared to X input where it's limited to like the, I don't know, like the 15 or 16 buttons that come by default. Okay. Interesting. That... See, on one hand, that is very interesting, and it makes me want to use... I have ReWASD. I can definitely use it. But on the other hand, if I start getting used to that and I start designing my layouts around ReWASD and the Xbox Elite controller, I'm increasing the lowest common denominator. It's no longer the 360 controller. It is now an Xbox Elite controller. And not everyone can afford an Xbox Elite controller. Because the original point for my layouts is to give people who don't have access to the kind of funds needed to get a HOTAS, it gives them the opportunity to still play DCS. So I'd be doing it for myself and for the sake of like just gaming on the go and things like that and just make my life easier. But I always think back, do I want to get used to doing this, or should I like stick to defaults like I am already? Like for example, I have back buttons that I attach to the back of this controller and that add not only back buttons but also like a gyro and things like that. And I choose not to use it because it will kind of take me away from the default Xbox controller experience. And I want to keep evolving the default, the layouts I use based on the default instead of getting too used to these fancy new options. So, and the only reason why I consider the share button as being very useful is because it does come with the controller by default. So at some point, people are going to treat the Xbox Core controller or Series controller as the new like lowest common denominator, you know? Alright, let's turn to the left before we overfly these structures and run into them. And get into that hover while descending no greater than 500 feet per minute. Oh, don't die. Don't die, Wynn. Don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. I'm sure that looks way worse on my side than on yours because of the whole packet loss and ping issues and things like that. But that looked so dangerous. That's funny. Okay, let's get Rearm refueling so we can hit those objectives before the server restarts. Rearm refuel. In fact, can I get more Hellfires? No, I can't. Of course not. It's fine. Okay.
Request refueling.
We'll get times 8.
Request rearming.
Copy. And?
Copy.
Yes, copy, copy. Alright. Yep, you got me started on DCS years ago. Oh, nice, man. Glad to hear it. Wait, hold up. Are you using an Xbox controller right now?
Refueling complete.
Or are you using a HOTAS? Actually, I don't want to distract you. Like, type back to me when you're landed. I imagine you've probably moved on from an Xbox controller by now, if this was years ago.
Request bogey dope.
Wait, did he say rearming complete?
Rearming complete.
No! What is going on? Why is this not... You know what? this might be an issue. What if I select missiles? Gun? Let's ground override arm. Okay, so the missiles aren't showing, but I wonder... Okay, so it's saying I have missiles selected because I just pressed right on the D-pad, but I don't know if they're actually going to fire. That's going to be a weird test. I could just respawn and avoid this issue entirely, but the tester in me is curious. I am very curious whether or not, because they're, even though the missiles aren't showing on my pylons, I wonder if it's still going to allow me to fire. That's weird. What if I do this? If I rearm refuel, but empty it, right?
Request rearming.
Like that?
Copy.
We'll let that go. Wait for them to say rearm complete. And maybe that'll refresh it, so the next time I rearm, it will cause those things to pop up. In fact, I wonder if rocket pods will show. Okay, alright. And beginner HOTAS, I assume you mean like the TWCS? Or not TWCS, the T-16,000? I think it's called T-16,000? Okay, so we'll go times 4Ks. Times 4Ks. We've got those. Now let's see if it gets corrected now.
Copy.
Nice, man. And I assume you're enjoying it. Probably held you over for quite a while at this point. I mean, here I am with my Verpal setup. And I'm still using my Xbox controller. Just because it's so easy to pick up and use. Okay, Hellfires are on board. They're not going to show until ground crew says... Until ground crew says...
Rearming complete.
Okay, tester and me wins. So let's continue on to the next waypoint. Going to be... Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't have waypoint added. Let's add one in. We need to... I mean, we basically just need to fly west, right? There might be targets in here, but just to give us something to hit, let's go here. 37 SBT. Point. Add. Waypoint. Oh, in fact... Wait, I did add a waypoint. Hold on. Why are you not... Go route? Direct. Waypoint 1. Ah, there we go. Now we're directed to it. So I did set a waypoint. Okay, cool. We're good to go. So. Just take off and see if you can nuke a random bush. Oh, that's true. That's actually a good point. So, Wynn? I don't know if you're all ready to go. Looks like you are. You have your full loadout, I think. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to point at a random bush per Nate's recommendations. And let's see what happens. You don't have to take off yet. This is going to be a test, because if this doesn't work, then I need to respawn and restart and all that. Also, my god, this thing is even worse right now. See that? See how it's... So this is... Right there is the resting position of my thumbstick. And if I pull back just a tiny bit, you'll see that it moves. So it's outside of the dead zone now. So the drift is even worse right now. So let me pop the battery out. Hey, crazy Russian pilot, how's it going? And we'll pop it back in. And restart the controller. And pray that it will find a better default position. And... No, it didn't get much better. It got a little better, but not much better. I'll work with it. Alright, cool, let's test this out. So I'm going to take off. And land. Let's go off in this direction somewhere.
Sam, 10 o'clock. Searching.
And I guess we'll just hit something out in this direction. Missile selected. TAD slave to the front. Let's go ahead and aim for this. This bush will work. How about that? Let's master arm on. Yeah, there's no missile indication. Even if I laze, I don't think it'll fire off anything. Yeah, it's not firing off anything. Well, that sucks. Alright, guess we need to rearm, or not rearm, we need to respawn. So let's land back at base. Because, I mean, I don't think there's a ticket system here, but just in case, we'll land, despawn, respawn. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Good call out, Nate. Oh, just respawn? Is it fine? I'm gonna land. Reload my DTU? Do you know how to do that? Because I'm so used to the weapons information being updated automatically when the ground crew finishes rearming and refueling. Uh-oh. That was close. I was not paying attention to my vertical speed indicator, and I was about to die to VRS there. Alright, let's go to land. Please don't tip over. Thank you. Okay. In theory, if there was a DTU, it would be somewhere on the screen. Util, probably? Launcher arm? No. TAD stow, ground stow, TAD's flare. Missile, maybe? Oh! Is that what it was? Load? Weapon? No, this is for the, it's for the rockets, right? There it is! I think that was it. Thank you. I think yep, there we go. We're good. We are good. Thank you, Nate. So just for future reference, basically, I went to util, and I went down here to missile and made sure that this bubble was filled. For whatever reason, it was not filled, and because of that, the missiles were gone. So go to util, and fill that in, and then go out of util. There they are. They're going through their bit test right now. Thank God.
Searching.
Alright, let's get out of here. So I can't remember if I undid that like little selection bubble myself or if that was undone because of the repair process, but yeah, either way, there you go. So we are now good to go. Now hopefully this server doesn't restart soon because we've been doing a lot. Not enough booming happening. Granted, we were able to kill a few things, but not as much as I thought we would be.
Fixed wing. 12 o'clock. Searching.
Okay, we'll maintain this
Fixed wing. 10
direction.
o'clock.
Attitude
Searching.
hold is set. Increase our collective so we can keep on gaining altitude on the way to the target area. And while we're on our way, let's review the F10 map and making sure we don't cross over enemy units. So this should be the first set of enemy units here at the Northeast Highway. Alrighty. Let's make sure our flight path marker stays in that direction. FPM? What are you doing? Can you, like, just stay where I leave you, please? Right there? That's where I want you. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Flight path marker? What are you doing? Okay, whatever. Let it do its thing. So, select our missiles. Go to util. ASE. Chaff is armed. Util again. Warning system is armed. Okay, we are all set. So let's go to coordinate. Go to waypoint. I think it's waypoint 1. Yes, it is. And take a look at the area before we get there. We'll keep gaining altitude because, once again, we don't have to stay low because I'm pretty sure this part of the map is Okay. Okay, good. I was about to say, I swear, if more objectives spawned after we left. God damn it. Well, either way, we're heading towards objectives. So we should be okay. Ooh, what is that? Is that a convoy that is ours, or that is their convoy? Alright, Wynn, we've got a convoy heading towards us from our objective area. Wish I knew the approximate heading that I'm looking at with my TADs. But we've got a convoy moving towards the east, along that MSL. That's right at the edge of the city. So we're going to keep heading in this direction. And at some point we'll be able to take out that... We'll be able to take out that convoy. That is pretty far away still, though. We're going to cover a lot of ground before we reach them. Pretty sure they're behind these buildings, though. Oh, never mind. They are turning back. For whatever reason. Are they just going to chill there? Oh, that's a hell of a bounce. Looks like we've got enemy units down there as well. Looks like a potential man pad. Interesting. Alright, buddy. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. See if we can make something happen before the server restarts. Got tanks on a bridge. Ooh, I actually see this convoy here. What is that? See if I can spot whatever that was. There we go. Good spot. Oh my god. We need to hit this guy first, for sure. Okay, so convoy... Missile aft? We're not quite in range of that just yet. Did you say a bridge? Is it this bridge? Oh, yeah, I see the bridge. Go ahead and knock him out. I'm going to keep eyes on this convoy that's heading in because I don't want to lose track of them. Looks like they're heading towards the objective that we are going to be hitting anyways, but let's turn away from this MSL for the time being. You do your thing. I'm gonna let you take out that tank. I assume you're attacking this guy right here. That looks mighty dangerous.
Missile, aft right.
You got it. In fact, let me, I'm gonna cross over towards you. I'm gonna fly under you, so don't descend, please. I need to get to an area of land that is not,
Rebel 4-2, Chevy 901, are you on frequency?
that does not have buildings underneath me, because I don't want to get shot at without realizing it. So you do your thing. I'm gonna fly over in this direction. I say that I'm flying over these structures below me right now. I've still got eyes on the SA-9. He is looking very dangerous. Good kill on that tank, or whatever that was. Keep firing if you think there's still threats out there.
Missile, aft left.
I'm gonna follow this this pipe between those structures and those tanks, and hopefully I won't have any sort of problem. And I just lost the target. Come on, stick to them. Come on. Like we've got Shilka as well.
8 o'clock. Searching. Missile, left.
So this is a scenario where flying low may actually be a benefit. Okay, so that convoy I'm pretty sure is headed towards our objective area anyways, so I'm not gonna bother trying to keep an eye on them, since I know where they're going anyways. Pop up, and then come back down. We're still good. Alright. Hop up. Yep, we're still Gucci. And
Sam.
go
6
down.
o'clock. Searching.
We're gonna keep heading in this direction where it's safe. Oh my god, not safe anymore. Okay, let's turn back to the right.
Missile, left.
Let's go up towards these hills. Oh god. Oh no, we're going down. Oh no!
Rotor RPM high.
And we're down. Rip. How close was I getting? Oh, it was another set of units out at that bridge. And also near it. Oh well. Rip. Well, there goes to show you, lesson learned. The moment you start seeing units, and you start dealing with them. This is kind of a unique perspective. We'll observe Wynn from our shot. No! He just got shot! Pull back, pull back. Extend back out. You don't have to get that close. Run away. Run away. You're getting shot at from multiple directions. Wynn, turn around. Getting too close. Don't pull on me. Oh, you got sniped? Aw, dude, no way. He got sniped out of his cockpit. I don't think I'll be able to find him. Oh no, the lag, because I F2'd away to other aircraft. Aww. There he goes. Rip. Oh well. That's pretty funny. I mean, I'm still alive, I think. In fact, any bets on... Oh wait, I can't control my mouse. Why can't I control my mouse? Oh, you know what? I might actually be dead. I'm just like sitting here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think those guys are at night, or taking a nap. Pilot is at least. CPG is actually fine. Pilot, however, not very fine. Oh well. Alright, anyways guys. So, that was a fun little stream session. Oh, he took a 30 mil straight to the face. Yeah, it sounds about right for the DCS AI. They're straight up snipers, right? In fact, they took my pilot out and not me. I wonder if they actually prioritize the pilot even if I'm not the one in the back seat. Like even if he was AI versus me, they still go for the pilot. That's pretty nuts. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for my stream today because I am about... What time is it? I'm about an hour and a half overdue for some lunch, and I am hungry. So, thank you all for stopping by and joining me for today's little live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a single live stream. One of these days, I'm going to be able to finish a whole mission and then R2B and satisfyingly just sign off for the day without dying. But until then, we'll just have to settle for this. But, like I said... Uh-oh. DCS is not receiving enough information for a smooth stream. I guess that was good timing. Either way, thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you guys can tune in next time for some more DCS World gameplay. I don't have a set schedule, so if you're looking for me to stream every day, I do not do that. Currently, I stream whenever I feel like it. But just keep an eye out. Ding that bell, subscribe, like, all those fancy stuff that YouTube is asking to do nowadays. And tune in next time for some more DCS World gameplay. Take care, guys. Have a good day.